We see in the fossil record, this is from the global flood, numerous examples in the sediments of the rock record, these craters in the rock record. Lots of impact craters all over the world here. 110 impact craters in the fossil record. This is one of the bigger ones, the Ackerman impact crater in southern Australia. It's 56 miles wide of a crater, 56 miles wide. So that they're estimating maybe a 2.5 mile wide asteroid. They say the debris from this impact caused 16 inches of some of those earliest flood deposits. This is from a creationist perspective. So that's one big impact. There's 110 of them that they've identified especially, and maybe more than that now. I don't know. This is maybe a little bit older. But yeah, 2012 is when this article was written. But they've found in the last 630 years. So we're dealing with the last 630 years. Beyond that, you know, then there's 700 million, 800 million, 900 million, you know, and you get into the Precambrian, before the layered rocks. So in the layered rocks of history, in 630 million years, in the first 600 million years, so almost all of it, that's 71 impacts. But only in the last 30 million years has there been 39 impacts. So if millions of years are true, 600 million years, 71 impacts, but in 30 years, more than half of that has happened in just 30 years of time. Does that make sense? Are you seeing my picture? Hopefully you're seeing me, because that hopefully gives you a better perspective of the scale of what's happening. Or were 71 of these impacts early on during the flood, or during the middle and early and middle of the flood, and then, you know, in this year's time, you know, we're still going through this dust cloud or whatever it is in the solar system over the second part of that time, or in the last 4,000 years, 39 impacts that are in that last, you know, bit of time that some of that's post-flood layers, as we would call it. I think that's more reasonable. This side is more reasonable based on the ratios of numbers than this side. You know, we would, if this is 5%, 30 million years is 5% of 600, okay, times 39 by 20, it should be more, what is that? 39 by 20, that's close to 800 impacts, right? Instead of 71 for 600 million years. Again, this is kind of, we're looking at the past, trying to understand it, but cratering is huge. Like there's moons around Saturn and Jupiter and Uranus and Neptune and you know, that even Pluto and Venus are puzzling the cratering that are on these objects, because many of them look like they're not cratered enough for being out there for billions of years. They're not cratered enough. If our cratering estimates, you know, we just assume, okay, we see an asteroid here, it hits something, okay, one asteroid, one crater every so often, you know, over billions of years though, a lot of these should be more cratered.